What are you doing, sister? Good morning. Good morning. Hi, beautiful. Have a good day. Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. I'm headed out to do mobile doggy nail trims this morning. It is Sunday for me, and I've got some things that Mr. Wonderful has sent me from Oregon that I would like to that I'd like to show you. So I'm gonna pop. Well, I'm just gonna start kind of popping them in, and then I'll come back and talk to you about them. So the first two there are what we call a red sun or a fire sun, and that is a sunset. And little tidbit of information, almost 17 years ago, I'm gonna have to count that out, hold on, 16 years ago. My math is bad. It's not that I don't remember the date. I remember the date very well. But almost 16 years ago, that is actually looking out over the area that my husband and I got married. So anyway, the red sun comes from all of the fires in Oregon, and it's, every summer we have some of them, and it's something about the smoke and the heat that creates that blazing red sun for sunset, and it's pretty cool. But also it comes with horrific things. Oregon is on fire right now, and I don't even know, I lost track of the number of fires. Last I heard was 23, and I know that it's a lot more than that now. There's thousands of acres that are being burned in Oregon right now. Mr. Wonderful and his boss and Epi, everybody, they're all safe. They have not had to evacuate. It's been close a couple times, but they have not had to evacuate anything. And so that's a blessing. But I do know a lot of my old clients and things like that have had to be evacuated. And I do know people that have lost things. So it's very sad. It's very tragic. But the beautiful red sunsets are one very small bonus that comes from it. And then the deer, that is a town deer. She is right in the middle of downtown, and she decided to come down there and have her babies. And what a smart deer, right? She came down there where she was absolutely protected and couldn't get hurt from anything, and all the traffic drives super slow, and so there's leash laws, and I mean she's kind of like top of the food chain there, and her two very, very healthy, beautiful babies. So that's pretty cool. This next one is something that what a blessing to be able to see this, video it, and then of course Mr. Wonderful sharing it with me. It was pretty cool for me to be able to just watch. I hope someday that I can see it in action in the wildlife. Being a hunter, this is something that fascinates me, and so just watch this. So for those of you who are wondering what's happening there, there was some coyotes out mousing, and we've pretty much summed up that they're pups. They're probably this year's spring pups, so they're dogs at this point. They're coyotes at this point, but they're still young, and they were out there mousing in the field. And so Mr. Wonderful thought, I'm gonna take a video of this and send it to Ashley. Well, then the doe pops out from behind the bushes, and she apparently had a baby in those bushes. And for those of you that don't know, deer can very easily kill a dog. Their hooves are extremely sharp, and they are very powerful when they want to be. And that is what that doe's intent was. Her intent was either get them out of there or kill them in the process. They were too close to her baby. She was protecting her baby, and she ran them out of there. And that is pretty cool to watch nature, nature at its finest. Mama deer protecting her babies from coyotes. And of course the coyotes weren't hunting the baby deer. They, were just out there mousing, horsing around, being silly pups. But of course she saw a pack, 3 coyotes, that were too close to her baby, and she took action. So that's pretty cool. Pretty neat that we get to see these things, and it's pretty cool that I get to share things not only here in Arkansas, but also from Oregon too. I am off to go do mobile doggy nail trims, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I'm back on the farm, unless of course I see something that's pretty cool, and then I'll share it with you. Whoa. Hello, Papa. Mama and babies. Wasn't that funny with the little buck standing in the background, like photo bombing? Yeah, lots of active deer on this video, and that is the difference in between fawns here in Arkansas and fawns in Oregon. And the biggest difference there is that here in Arkansas we have whitetail, and there in Oregon we're primarily in that area of Oregon, it's primarily mule deer. Now there are whitetail in Oregon too, and they are slowly but surely taking over the population of mule deer, but we do have the big muleys, and so that's really cool. So anywho, just thought I would pop that in there. I'm still out and about. Okay, little side trip here. Do you guys remember me saying that I had a viewer that was willing to let me pick off of her apple tree for the animals? I am in that town today, and so I am actually going to pick the rest of these apples off of this apple tree for Miss Billie Jean and the horses. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of them, but we are gonna get what we can that isn't too rotten. All right, got a few, some nice ones in there. You can see I had to take a bite out of one. Quality control, you guys, quality control. There's a mama with 2 spotted babies in here. Let's see if there she is. Here. Aww. There's the other one. It was not my intention to go out looking for deer today, but it's a good thing that I had started it off with being a deer vlog, because looks like you guys are going to get just all of the deer. Oregon deer, Arkansas deer, all of the deer in this video. So anyway, those babies were adorable and precious, but we're almost back to the farm now. Okay, we are home, and we are getting the pastures ready to kick the kids out. It's a beautiful afternoon, so just finishing moving up waters. We had already built some extra pastures, so I was just finishing moving waters and their clothes, and then we'll get them out. I've got to scrub and fill up this big water trough. Okay, as you can see, that is full, and I have 3 of the kids out. Jess was the only one who decided to be clothed today. Both Gracie and Velvet opted out of their clothing, but these 3 are out, and I've just got the 2 others to put on the other side. Oh, we are full of protest. Full of protest in here. All right, you guys, I'm coming. Okay, everybody is out and happily grazing for the afternoon. The mare drama continues, which is constant between them. They're so funny, but and for those of you who are new here, welcome. If you're wondering what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, we rotationally graze our animals, and we keep our horses separate for safety reasons, because of things that you just saw right there, mares being mares. And Gracie is, I think, the last time we had Gracie taped, which I think she's a little leaner than she was then, I believe she was like 1,700 pounds. She's a big gal. She's extremely big boned. She's like 16'2". Velvet is 14'2". And just so you know what that is, one hand is a hand. It's literally like this. So stack your hands on top of each other 14 times, and then add 2 inches, and that's Velvet. So 14, one hand is basically 4 inches. But anyway, we keep them separate so that they don't hurt each other by fighting and picking on each other. We have younger horses, i.e. Chance. Chance would push Gracie around. We don't want that. Gracie's 29 years old and she has osteoarthritis. So we separate them in paddocks to where they all still feel like they're grazing in one great big field, but they all have their own space to keep them safe and comfortable, stress-free. So that is what that is, and that is why you constantly see us moving around the farm, is because we're trying to regenerate this farm. This farm hasn't really been, you know, the pasture and stuff hasn't really been loved, and so we are trying to naturally, organically build up our soil, build up our pastures. And I'm not saying by any means that we're doing an excellent job or that we're experts. We are learning. So we're taking you along with us while we're learning and seeding and, you know, organically fertilizing our pastures and things like that. But this is not something that we're by any means experts in. It's just that's why we're rotationally grazing, is to not, we don't want the pest pressure of keeping animals in the same paddocks all the time, for one. And for two, I want to be able to give my pastures breaks. So for instance, right now, my front left pasture hasn't had any horses on it and hasn't had any animals on it in almost a month. So it's, you know, it's going to have a good, probably 2-month rest before we have animals come back on it again. And that really depends a lot on the hayfield. Once the hayfield gets cut and it's finished being cut for the year, we can add it into the rotational grazing as well. But for right now, we only have 3 fenced pastures, permanent fenced pastures, for rotational grazing because the fourth one is being used for hay. So I am headed up front to get my water and to start chicken chores. Better feed the gremlins first. Come on, get up there. There you go. Good girls. Yummy, huh? Yummy. Hi, Days. Hello, chickie poos. Looks like we need some cleaning of pools at the very least. Yeah? Let's see if we can't get that done for you, okay? Alright, I know what you want. I know what you want. This is what you want. But I see something that I need to fix first. And I'm not looking forward to it because the fence is on. Do you guys see it? Blow it up. Right there. There is a chicken on the wrong side of the fence. So, looks like it's net time. Look at them all run when they see me get the net. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get this hen. Looks like a young hen of the yellow group. See if I can't get her caught. I'll take you with me, but I don't know how good a video in this is gonna be. Oh, here she comes. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. Nope. She says, I'm not coming around the corner. Struggle is it's not very easy to net these guys with the fence right here. And this net is metal, so I'll get shocked. So I really need to get her around the other side. There we go. All right, sister. Oh! Oh God! No! No! All right. Don't look at me like that. It's not funny. See my volunteer squash plant? Check that thing out. There's no fruit on it yet. All right. Hey, little lady. No, you're not coming this way. No, you're not coming this way. All right. Dang it. There we go. I got her. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. Are you happy, sister? You're welcome. Nice, cool, clean water to soak your feet in. It's the perfect way to cool off in the summertime, huh? Yes. And you've had your bugs and your feeder's full. All right. Have a good day, girls. And thank you for the eggs. It's a pretty egg basket. And I did catch the little yellow band, and the yellow bands are our second batch of chickens that were growing out for meat, and they were born in May. So that's what yellow band means. It's just, I have bands on them to help me keep track of what month they were born so that I know when to start looking to butcher them or put them in with the regular flock, because I did raise some egg layers, and I've got I'm gonna choose an olive egger roux to replace Yang. So that is what the bands mean when I say yellow bands. And she did get her one wing clipped, and hopefully that will solve her getting out of the coop. If it doesn't, she'll get 2 wings clipped, and then if that doesn't work, then she will ultimately turn into dog food if she doesn't turn into coyote food, because she can't be out at night around here. So hopefully I've yet for clipping both wings to not work. Usually clipping one side works, so we will see. But she decided to take a walkabout, and luckily she's safe and sound back in the chicken coop, and hopefully she will stay that way. I'm gonna take these eggs in the house, and then I gotta clean stalls. Stalls are done. Hay is out for those who needed it. Waters are done. Needed to get salt to Chance. Billie Jean, what are you doing? You think if you flip it around, it'll just make more grain? Silly heifer. Well, hey, old lady. What makes us blessed with your presence? Huh? I know, it's dinner time. I'm getting there. Josie and Maggie. You heard me talking and thought you missed the meal train, huh? Not yet. Not yet, sister. It's coming. It's coming. I'm on my way. She says, I'll lead you there. I'm coming. Show me where it is. And dinners are made up with our green apples that we picked today going in them. And we are going to go out and feed Billie Jean hers, because she gets fed once a day. We already fed her crepe feed for today, so we'll see if she'd like an apple. Billie Jean, you come on, sister. Want an apple? Would you like an apple? I have an apple. Oh, yes, ma'am. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, it's sour, huh? down the hatch it went, huh? Was it good? Yes? You're welcome, sister. That's all I have. No, I don't want your slimy tongue. Goofy girl. Oh, I could play with you all day. Yes, I could. Yes, ma'am. I could. Yes, I could. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me today here in Arkansas, and also with Mr. Wonderful in Oregon a little bit on the clips that he gave us to watch. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.